Hey everybody, good morning, Robb Moffett. We're going to be talking about making meatloaf in the Hawkins 1.5 liter pressure cooker. A lot of people ask me how I cook my meatloaf in the pressure cooker when I mentioned in the video. Actually, not a lot of people, some people. Well, actually, a person. Hey, a person. Hey, how do you put your make a meatloaf in the pressure cooker? Well, this is just our standard meatloaf mixture. It's a regular cheap hamburger, like 27% fat. You've got some ground up celery, onion, garlic, carrot, and some other spices that I like, and an egg. And then you don't mix it a lot. You just want it combined a little bit, like with a butter knife. Just move it around so the ingredients. But this has been frozen because 1 pound package makes 3 of these little ramekins. If you don't have a ramekin, if you have like a big mug, maybe it might fit. But these work fine. You can get these at Walmart, actually. They're pretty inexpensive. And now you just get yourself some parchment paper. You can get this at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. It's like $1.25. And it helps sometimes to have a trivet, but I found that making meatloaf, I didn't need a trivet. It worked out fine. A trivet is just a little metal plate that you can use it to keep your stuff off the bottom. It keeps it from vibrating and so on, and raises the level of the liquid or the item to, so it doesn't get down in the liquid. But when this is done, we're going to see some liquid, but mostly it's going to be fat. It's 27% fat. And when you freeze the meatloaf, it does combine more than you want. When you make it fresh, it's, oh, I forgot. Let's put in We're going with 1.5 cups of water. And we're going to cook it. Once the steam starts coming out and the little top starts vibrating, we're going to turn the heat down to medium and let it cook for 12 minutes. Once this starts going up like that, we'll time it for 12 minutes. And when it's done, we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, everybody, we turned it off at 12 minutes, let it sit, let the steam come down. I don't recommend you slicing this up until it cools down a bit. Ready. I didn't need scissors, but maybe I'll use them. This is going to have a lot of fat. You can save this for some gravy. Make some nice mashed potatoes and some gravy with mushrooms. There we go. So you want to imagine some mashed potatoes and gravy with mushrooms right here. When this cools down, you can slice it, make it something you put on sandwiches or just have for dinner. This will, you could, if you're real hungry, one person, but two people with some rice or some potatoes, some gravy, and some green beans, and you got yourself, let's cut it anyway. I want to show you. That's a very moist, flavorful meatloaf. And I forgot to tell you, I also put in a half a sleeve of cracked, mashed up cracker crumbs. So the cracker crumbs, the eggs, the celery, the onion, the parsley, the garlic, and a little bit of ketchup. And you're good to go. And don't mix it up too much. You don't want it dense. Once you freeze it, it's going to become more dense. But when you make it fresh and you just use a knife to move it around, you're just going to have things that are associated, they're not necessarily mixed up. So give this a try in your pressure cooker. It makes a very nice, flavorful meatloaf. And this is the least expensive hamburger they have. The 27% fat. Yeah. Well, we used to make the fat burgers with these. We mixed it up with bread to make them stretch, go longer enough. And my mom would later on buy the hamburger, didn't have all that fat, and she would get mad because it didn't taste the same. So yeah, get yourself a little pressure cooker. Make some meatloaf, guys. All right, guys. Take care. See you out there.